say on be regulating Menzgold business because na nya microfinance na ni kwa so me gigi scam me boa na wa we need to me say obe regulate obi business no wo de o to me say obetwam it is a security na action committee any to me say obe regulate Menzgold to me be no munya yo mkotwa mu because the victims na some can say until say security na action commission ekoma directive say they should no more trade in their gold trading no come the omo kwa ye de omo percentage ye de omo interest emom it is a who aban agency security and action commission is an agency of the state minerals commissioner a register Menzgold no is an agency of is an institution of the state. Bank of Ghana is an institution of the state. Now look at this principle. Even the current banking crisis yeah amount for bidi omusika ko go bank amount pay for mu go bank ho SCS can require different investment SCS bidi ye UT bank Capital Bank Unibank and so on and so forth yeah bank ni consolidate ya de be ye consolidated bank no aban see enam say sam pay for we SCS can require the omu penti wasadi Ghana ye nia yesika we tax etwa no $12 billion at the Akoso Bank Nasene. Now, are they the victims of Menzgold did ye? Jumano Mkodi, no. This can be so much then. Now, Tia Banya, you saw me a can say, a greedy, a greedy in a trim where you can say, or me a Pesabim Kumia. And sometimes you listen to some of the old trances and you ask yourself, Inti, a by way na that be emrebi no oppositioner. Assembly says see ya no more kind of different no. So what you see? They look at say Abano is the government complicit in this business and as a Menzgold business no.
And would you say one more ekasa yanche Dr. Abdul Nashiru Isahaku no. Omuni nyina so bia se ombakase bia yanche no. Ana would you say empadifo bi o say to be chi omo na omo ansa ana so mu yinsem ahodo bia no. Wa fam no. Wo hwe nipa ben hifo nipa bi o say to me so mu.
Oh babra. Me pese we nipa na wotimi bie na no ka say yanchi Dr. Abdullahi. Your friends are Dr. Abdullahi dey.
Isahaku.
Isahaku no. Me nim na adwonpo ehye ni trim. Ena me nim ni tie ni tudua so. Institution yes Bank of Ghana team regulate. Dr. Isahaku nye Bank of Ghana na no governor. Na institution yes Bank of Ghana team regulate. No obi a why governor of Bank of Ghana. Na wakọ na humi je on se nkwache no. Ni tibe ni twa ni tudua so. You otimi ka asasem no. Sometimes we should be simple. No, see, we should be seen to be serious in this country. And yes, assemba ubio ano ano aka bibia kekatum. Sa we asem we ba nyina wa nya asem bi anka. Wa dwena nkyere asem bi anka say yenkwachi Dr. Isahaku. Obi a why governor of Bank of Ghana, MPP aban say the Menzgold business could not have been regulated by Bank of Ghana. No, wakọ na humi je 2 years. Asem we can say nkwachi.
Ento don ni nya dwe say faso ni sokra. Memra Kinsley so we so maybe the same question say yes nkwachi doctor ono Bank of Ghana not in baby dwen ho ona humi je mu yes nkwachi na apalu say ofre no ena wanfa ena texting no ena WhatsApp no no twa photo this Sunday no ena call Bank of Ghana okaka kire ne kan say ade no a scam into hwe no kan wasem enti wantie ena akokoba santie enche no one ne adwene sa
aja
minia
mama ncha YouTube ahwefo anwumre ne titiri pa na menka se bosumi ayomi ne de toso aduasa baako ena ayawa so iswagon ya koto aba no nyame adom a Madam Lydia Sarah Malasa ayawa so iswagon for se the neko parliament nti nyame adom a yanya yeto aba o ayawa so iswagon nyina 31st yempim rabontin na yemeto aba ema Madam Lydia Alasa aja kwabna Bijidi se minua gabi nsem no ntia se na dedi kan no mamenka se meti ha ya menye doctor yi se mi hyase se mi kobie hospital na mi treat amanfo a doctor for hyase ye hwehwemu Ghana Medical Association hyase ye hwehwemu na yehu se menye doctor omo ho kwan se emra no mame to me hospital nim ebi na ye ka se NDC for eye hwehan esan se from 2013 adie shasi na mo ho mo na mo waban na sampanimfo mi no aye bo mu din na Dr. Kofi Wampa ono de say Bank of Ghana problems na de ba Ghana
what ain't na kasa
na masa di ko Dr. Kofi Wampa penso ne ma etoto Ghana exchange rate na esama sort ni ade na oni Ghana jakabna Dr. Kofi Wampa na ma then President Mahama Pamo no de Dr. Isahal Kubai enti se obi ka se yanti wo mo na se yan from ne mi sa o yan to mo ne mi so mo nse mi se bia me gidi se edibisa esan se omo ye hwehan aban yi ba yi you see me de bia me ka se aban yi ba yi o ya ban ya wa che se aban no Ghana for to man boom 2016 no o deserve se ye be san to man bi 2020 esan se mpanimfo aban ni omo ye adwuma nyina a show clearly say amemu na nkasa no omo ho nimde esan se so hwe senior Bank of Ghana for shase na omo bokoko se numadi a kwan a ye faso Menzgold e faso etoto omo niema no omo de omo sika to obro ne be kase depositors enya careful esan se omo numa ye mu no emu orem nti omo nya careful ye ka no na sami jamfini ne for Gabia Sumi money NDC surrogates no omo te radio so e di aban na tem e di finance minister tem e di governor of Bank of Ghana tem esa se empanimfo no nimde no ma forecast what will happen in the future ntino omo hyase e ka se we ni we betumi asi enti mo amusika ho no mo nya hweye mo amomfo asika nkoye no so mo amomfo anko mo nya hweye esa se yan hweye atoyenche betumi ato mai and now on the politics and you can't just understand that the incompetence na ne ka and this for this omo ya mana aye something I blueprint
obi so be say kwan nam say mo fa so eka e de kire customers and so mo ne wo mu di dwa say obi afane se kan koto obi o say wonu say say buy at the time ana sa banking crisis na start eba ye nti obi ayen be hye ne say anka kwan fofo obi na obetumi afa so aya anka say hu ni ne men ko wura ni pa ma so ha wo yanka e free ho
me gidi say tede me di kan kan say me bie hospital na Ghana Medical Association person be nyesam ba ya pe no ma betum se menye doctor esa nhwehwemu cost so Bank of Ghana needed to go through the operations of Menzgold as well as the Security and Exchange Commission because they were operating the capital market enti nhwehwemu no cost no that was when na omode cost name sene be ya Ghana for be ya hweye but in you me as I said the politics obi ya na juma na mo begu obi adwuma obi ya na juma na mo begu adwuma ene me nwanwa se Gabia Sumi eti ha se Unibank and Co no ya disika shemu no mu die this is the first time and this for admit it but when we're saying it they were saying say aban ni go bank aban ni say but today Gabia Sumi am Ghana for who say enya aban bia na egu enuma because nipa no na mo hwe omunuma no so no omo no mantumi am manage ni ye. And so all that the Bank of Ghana and the Security and Exchange Commission was saying, they said, "Yanya hweye." They said, "Masa, ya kan no kre. Ahim for na we do sika ekoto 10% within a month, 12% within a month." And then you want to nipa dey kokoye because nipa no so this kan ya adwuma timitua na overhead expenses. Etimi nya mfaso ni bi ansa na watumi anya bi di abrel wo investor no. And for that matter no, na emu ye rem se sa adwuma etimi etua sa interest ne ma
adwuma yi ba ye be mitwa no be ye fie mienu na matena ba mu enti 2017 ba ebe 2018 later part of 2018 sa kokobo no e ba ye no e dey nti na e ma ne chema mo sa ansa na mo be hu se bibi sa e koso nti na sa bre na mo de kokobo no ba almost 2 years
aja wonum se ye ba ban mu no things were scattered. And so we needed to bring the pieces together to be able to know what is happening. And and so we needed to put the structures in place. We needed to make sure say the right things no maybe a no. I didn't know young say go back the organ. We did that too. And it was you realize that it was coming gradually. the financial sector was polarized. And this is what I'm managing here. And so they needed to take their time, make sure, look at what is going on, so that you realize, since you're by, finance minister in a pound for account within the financial sector. No, a BS is so but this NDC will always be politics. Okay, and so they needed to make sure, assembly on Bekano, they were right on point. And that was what was happening.
Customers in the answer na sa kokobono beba no munyo musika. Enti aban ne kokobono ba e na ehune bi ba mu nti na ma ne kokoba asa. Enti customers na omuti omuja no se no munyo ha obia. Enso aban ne ba mu nti unu se customers na e ma ye hunu kure wo mu ana se den.
I think that when Impanifon call operations of the business, they realize this is what will happen. And this is what was happening. It will happen. And so for that matter, there was the need for them to caution the customers. What I say, and non see a number can say, customers munya ye. But I'm getting a numia my quine arm what are my hands mokokono no politics. But me were racing, Nami wo GDA pass and someone penning for ne camo, and you know question. It's say now okay. Near the kind banks are not at the kind Yakika, Yadiakoka, commercial bank, and the banker. So, a number of Paniphonic Canina, Nema, Nayano Cray, I am. But you see, me as a finance person, I knew this, we just have to be real.
What I'm so much you
need to be sure. We need to be sure.
2 years.
Pastor, we cannot just wake up one day. Why is that these banks that were merged, these banks were that collapsed? I didn't answer the buyer. Payanka say, "Oh, banks go there." No, we don't do that. We need to make sure we are solid before, and now say there are problems. The structures are not good before and sana yakum.
Okay, Gabi. Next say muna man yamojo. Uti ni sama okano. Next say muna man lay foundation. Muna mo yahwe han tina wa. Emekoko ba se dia bayi. Ama we nyina koko.
We are talking about 1.5 years. Omo yahwe han infiem yensa.
Okay. Of one kasa bi. One say me share me kasa na say me catch you say. One say asema ba ye kan Sabi omukra the victims the omunyuna omu once what ten video say na NDC for ena gabi asimi ena sami jamfi na insem kesi aba ye kan no omuni any solution to be able to resolve the challenge bibia ni NDC for na ya no mu ya fi say ye won krofukuo bi wo Ghana ha ye omu ye victims of Menzgold omunye NDC omunye MPP na wuti omukasa na omu kan bi ne ya na ye ka kire omu fi say ye politics no but you see who be say questions me the first question be say and say was it the best way a kwan no pen and comfort one in kebe ye with this particular issue and I say be say ne fie me no omo tena ho no e de no omo ye very intelligent questions, very excellent questions a kwan a mo fa so pa mo be ye anyway na mo ye yeah empo abanya we have all the intelligence and you look the MPP government has a minister for national security, has a minister in charge of national security, has a national security coordinator and his deputies. Assuming say, Papa ye froster. 2 years already sir Menzgold no. Mantimanya intelligent information be to be able to establish his fraudulent practices. To the sense he had a presidential endorsement.
Okay, presidential endorsement.
What does it mean?
Look. This was business manner. Now you see GFA president and a co-president anymore. You GFA official, but had opportunity to meet the president. Go and read what he wrote on his Facebook. Apart from that, the minister for tourism, Honorable Katrina Feku, no the name unless of course we catch them say be a new Quran answer in Prano. No, can you imagine the sort of marketing and listen to the victims? One of their major term Kumasi and the motion. Did you read some of the placards? Ube who picture. Nam one picture na Pia Mensa ni na Nadu Dankwa for the president of the republic we hu ni picture
picture say mo obi
not that one alone
picture say me na me ka me the big so there no so me sa kasi studio bio say me ne former minister of works and housing Mampene Daje for time or not na me say Alhaji Idris na gentleman TikTok papa kama bi on be get fund hostel bi na osunyan me need to picture say na ne sada me komu a na so etare mano ho no obeka se obi a menene ye body pa bi wasada na me hia no one on one na mo na asemi na make na de ntino tintino na ma horo ne kakra na me jasha hwem nti so bi hu eno a obeka se bi a papa no as Jumi say bi bibi posti ya obeka se o waja kwa brother for papa nti papa no ni hu bi e betumi aka ne sa
now one relationship went beyond just taking of picture.
Okay,
it went beyond that. At least there's so many, even one website on the Peace FM website, my sister station, at the Jose NAM mission had collaborated with Rebecca Foundation. Rebecca Foundation, what that even in opposition, Rebecca had a foundation, that the first lady of this country. No, Tembia, no Kutia, malaria. Had a NGO had a collaborative effort.
Almost say,
no, the report is there. You can read it on
almost say, Rebecca Foundation for the release of us and Yano correct.
And then I'm paying for the control line a day. And let's go to piece of from for body is what you are saying. But what I'm saying is, it went beyond that. So what you are saying, and with all your intelligence, you couldn't establish that this man is a fraudster. So what you couldn't establish that. Then no kase NDC and a travel maybe. And yet he was talking about the banking sector. Look, my brother, do you know what is happening at the banking sector? The banking sector is on its knees at the highest level. Sure? And the bank, especially the juniors banks, they are almost all dead. So say Prudential Bank, say NIBU, say Agri Bank, are done in 2020. So because of the policy they implemented, the only bank in Ghana, which make say Ghana say a data bank. Data bank no can for to buy. Yeah, even when they are going for Eurobond, and no any advisor to the finance ministry, and no never for so Ghana no but their policy for the recapitalization, workers at the Bibiabano, and no now reference said a panic withdrawal buyer. Any and Susan so in there, I collapse almost all the junior banks in this country, and you are alluding to that as a positive on your in the part of the government, and you're so negative. So in the banking sector, especially the junior banks, the massa. And now if you talk about the foreign banks, they are better. So because there's no confidence in the banking sector based on the policy you have implemented.
Mami, Mr. Question be about the Bank of Ghana, Security and Exchange Commission, Ghana Revenue Authority, any other agencies, and Kaiso Mutumi Eshe, Atuto Niama, Nanka, maybe Yoko ni be na national security for you just because say Hintase Misha Babia, one they say to me, who they say Kunina. What is our money on Majumeyana?
Especially Yoko, for example, and you ask yourself, say, in Titama, Nam one, you can't see a chino, Yoko for chino, somewhere September. You see a man self-recognized bill. Self-recognized, what you say? You have more self-recognized bill now. Sabi, unja surety be and when you believe say obia, what defraud in to that extent, you didn't even ask for surety. So be major and namufa japaje na that be ufriwa. Papa etimi free chroma. His passport was not even seized free chroma. Echo landing to Dubai. I mean, I question offer. When the Ghanaian authorities don't even know. Now we are buying this so now if you lack this common intelligence and you continue to pad yourself, say, look, I'm working hard. No, it is only in this country. Yeah, Obanya, when it has had a total failure of this particular issue. Yeah, sometimes someone ferry or money woo. And I'm saying maybe your money among for Kasam. It were to be another country. This issue alone, people should be going to the house by now. Among for should be resigned. The Yoko executive director must resign. So what you say? Look, the national security coordinator must resign. The national security minister must resign because we couldn't have sat there with all the intelligence at your disposal to have allowed a fraudster in the house of the presidency, the office of the president. Menzgold no Gigi skills were there. But all the letters are there. Even a talk around with the Chesam Pempenzo you. She say all the correspondent and the Bank of Ghana and those are Men's Bank, Menzgold. I'm sure say the Bank of Ghana, apart from the governor and apart from the other few officers, they call you free hono. The cost house are still there. They didn't have the files to be able to establish the fraudulent nature of this man for the president to have given him that order upon.
And station I will take a tree. My patch say, it is a correspondent now Bank of Ghana, normally those are Men's Bank. Normally, no. Apart from Bank of Ghana in paying for Bank of Ghana deputy Somukoeno, the cost has no more. And to Omba who saw files no, Oma who saw documents no. Identity and Omsa Jia Papano, Nana Pia Mensa Mansa echo changing the thing. Yeah, intelligent crime to me and capture no to say the beya
omunyini free system no mukura e mo di 2 years I defraud the amount for to this extent na mo kasa na mo blame me I just want to conclude
3 seconds
me person me conclude say look I think say look there must be serious in this to the sense say look no be no this no MPP if you listen to the commentary we just to say look they better sit up and deal with the victims and do something with them
Fosu o share Bank of Ghana say maybe say no maybe say also Security and Exchange Commission Ghana Revenue Authority yoku no mo ne National Security no wase foni nyina no o jire se ebinom dai kakra ana se ye hu there.
Okay, Aja, quickly, my main responding to issues we are raising about Nana Pia Mensa or co-president. Unim say na Menzgold almost sponsor
their leg, you know.
Their leg, you know. And a CAF president, Abagana, also co-president. Obviously, you go with GFA president. And a GFA president, so only the team Nekono, the sponsor of the Ghanaian leg was part of the team that went to the presidency. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? If the CAF president His Excellency the president with the GFA president, not the sponsor of the Ghanaian League, then does that mean say president only Nanapia any relationship on that? Now maybe say President Mahama only and do Solomon in Namucha picture Namujo money no President Mahama Oyegana. Lisa, we see San Neman Kwala Nema was a name Menyaka. What I said. The fact still remains here. NDC since 2013 no much na hono. When all the banks were collapsing, they were almost taking action here. They were there for Menzgold 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016 before we came. They operated for 4 good years before we came. They should be praising us by now. They should be praising us. Say, you to me, I better take the necessary steps. I'm making sure, say, the right thing is being done. Look, government in your crowd, as we speak, government now assume say wherever he is. Because as at the time he was leaving the country, was that the situation severe as it is now? No. At the time, no, it wasn't like this.
Now, then the SEC for kind, Bank of Ghana for Bokoko. Next, a woman who said, be shut down Koye into a boss Akono. Exactly. And I told Safro Penny no man Koye, and I sanka say, where ye whom ya shown so they call Yama Billa, a year self recognized bill, no, Yaman uncle. Oh, be a Yarishimu, na who. SEC for a whole Bank of Ghana who said a Jumano Yanisha and Koyinti, Kokobobiaba. Na Yato Safreno, near Janice said, oh, okay, they are called na HMS, na and yet, and the Bianaso, yeah, open me catch me, they can't catch you, say, at the time one, Omuye Shimuno, and Shimuning halfway. How do you conclude the investigations? Oh, you'll be who and Shimuno, now I don't now conclude. They needed to finish. It is because they saw there was something there, but they needed to get to the bottom of whatever investigation they were doing. There was some and near my home, so that even if they want to prosecute now, and some judge can prosecute. We see that is why NDC for they needed to make sure say and same be on rubber to Jabiano correct. And then someone, that Ghana for, and then someone, no, that is why they were just cautioning them. Said, let's be careful. Let them finish with them. And mind you, Menzgold had taken Security and Exchange Commission to court. What I said. So they needed to make sure, say, all those processes were in place. And so they need to make sure, say, go through the right procedures. Ghana, mind you, you're the man of Ghana. You cannot just wake up one day and say so-called Chiobi without any evidence. Now, on what basis are you going to prosecute the person? And so, if anything at all, I was saying Ghana for a finance minister and a pound for Nabaso. Steps are yet taking to make sure, say, you're mitigating the issues in the financial sector. That means them say gradual, and near my number to 2 years, I'm at the financial sector, no, after the time of because we are putting down the right structures. Look, Bible can be, or if the foundation is destroyed, what will the writers do? The foundation now,
NDC for better and also come lay a cross, bubu foundation. So we are laying the foundation properly so that the economy can get a you to stand on it. The economy na akosro. And we are say and to Toya finance minister in a pound for Bank of Ghana Security and Assets Commission. Boy, I'm a financial sector no. I solid.
Solid na be ye no. Sempa. Na mama for so se kakoko dimu. Aba say no amanfo etwa dwadwo a enya grokra.
Rehosem.
Enti no ne solid na be ye na chi na ono so.
I really sympathize with those people. But me did say, who knows? Probably the money is there. So let's bring him. They are going to bring him. Let's bring him. Okokota. Na kosha se to na no. Na se japade na see a tongue near the amount for sika money there. You see what they are refusing to understand. And they say DKM no anyone whatever no. Under their government they had given them licenses to operate. Government had given them licenses to operate. But when we came, we realized the licenses they have no one.
Which company brands am not?
Menzgold license no one. Nanya licenses they am say operate business no more. So we need to take time.
2 years. And tell the binum ka say, we take it time for 2 solid years.
No, ojakobna.
You for 1.5 years in kwa.
Trust me, this is a national issue, and this is very delicate issue. You cannot just go in boom like that. You needed to go through it gradually to make sure say what get it the right nature of it, truth of it. What I said, and that is what they were doing. And nothing will go through no. As and when they were going through, now then they started cautioning Ghanaians because they cannot just come boom. I know people who at the time Security and Assets Commission were doing that were telling people they went for their savings from them, for their deposit from them. Okay? And so Bijidi say, I will continue to say as a country, we need to praise the finance minister and his team for the work that they've done.
Gabi tari sakasi abraso. One more say abayin customers na say abayin mo na omusanko musika se be abayin cho musika ma omo. Abayin mujiri say abayin say itua. Remember 1 minute pe.
Right, me feel say there's a precedent in this country. So what you see here. No, Kase Menzgold was licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Menzgold, or the DKM, Menzgold was licensed by Minerals Commission. Minerals Commission is a state agency. So what you see, it's in Inaya Banyajuma. And this office says, somebody, Ebia, Womana, DKM for now. You see, the other question can say, Empoemra na mu opposition no, ya muntia ban mu no, muni kapre no. And the next attack the muni mi senka mutua DKM be yi. Na mo abetena bo am de muti sika so no. Next sam pempenso e bia sia. Musi etwa
at the time yanga se de sika ne just e ba ban mu a. And e ba ban mu we are doing it.
I think say me de tem bia meka. You see say wo aban mu a ade bi o ho a you humble yourself. Now you reflect. Nya bibia na obetima defend gigi. Because if you look at the sequence some Menzgold is in Semia. The name Menzgold kasa sabi enye ye Thompson e baye. Now what you say pass aban obetran one common one institution, this small institution. Yeah, what company was see what research or trading gold. Na what je amon sika se mon kona mkotogo nye sei. Na aban with all your security apparatus. What film you know.
So omu hu na mo bokoko.
It means that what the guy was doing was illegal.
And
who say the man is a fraudster.
And
fraudster when you criminal. So what you say? It's because he and some no can enough. This man was in bed with the MPP government.
But you see, we should emphasize. We should emphasize the Bank of Ghana and license say.
Menzgold.
DKM no license or some financial and that is why when we were in opposition we felt that if the government had given them license to go and operate, that's a summer but the government has to take over. That is why banks say no abandon coin could take you over. And the abandon sikabi room said the yen depositors sika no engo come because the government had given them license to operate. What I say, but Menzgold no. Let's be emphatic on that. The government had not given them license.
And then say,
yes, say Bank of Ghana and SEC for no. Caution and number caution. It wasn't just once, so it was coming. It was coming consistently. But these people were just doing propaganda with it. They were doing propaganda with it. I buy new gum, and Kofonuma, and Timamofonuma, and Mugun. The people were saying no.
And it's kind of what you said,
no. I think that, no. What I'm saying is that if it is established that Bank of Ghana gave them license to operate that business, why not?
Okay.
But it has not been established.
Okay.
It has not been established.
The SSMP before Tia said, say, one more would Mr. Menzgold, Nyansa Wumutrim.
Oh, sure, I have nobody has said that. Nobody has said that. Obianca,
when your imagine say, NDC necessary, NDC necessary. And say now what you know, I can. Sa additional, a beer no so much.
Sure, why not?
Yes, number one, or Dubai. San almost say, Yen, and I say, I saw saying, watching him, I can find him. Say, you didn't remember, see him for Emma, will be in the Mutiania or bar. You ever share near to me. I can say, no, somebody I can hear some. Yeah, besides, Bank of Ghana, SEC, GRA, nobody jet to internal revenue, no some jet to GRA, and Yoko ne, BNI ne, national security ne, what might count in Yano. So one more who say Jumana Kwana being Koyana. As someone Abu Baba no yen in a bashia, Nayat Nasia drinking wine, the Bessibian, and the was some Brenti, I don't want to tell Bessia, Namede Asida Amakan Fusu, Namede Asida so Ama, Gabi assuming so many Breba Miatrian comedy, and the Ajapa Bramene, or him.